Hey, it's Coach Haley. I'm here today to bring you a guided race day visualization for confidence, resilience, and joy. This is to help you prepare mentally for your race that you'll be running, or even for a challenging workout that you know you have coming up. And so everything that I suggest is by invitation, not expectation or obligation. So feel free to follow this guide in my invitations or to make it your own and do what feels good in your body and your sacred soul. So I'll invite you now to come into a comfortable position in your body. Maybe you want to sit or maybe lay down on the ground. And wherever you are, place a hand on your heart and maybe another on your belly. And notice the movement of your chest as you breathe. Notice the rhythm of your breathing. Notice what it feels like as the air moves from your environment into your being. And then as you breathe the air back out into the world around you. If it's helpful for you to close your eyes, I invite you to do so. You can keep your eyes open too if you'd like. And as you're breathing in, imagine that oxygen flowing to every cell in your body. We know that oxygen plus glucose equals energy, and this is what it takes to run your race. So imagine every bit of that oxygen igniting your muscles, igniting your systems, perhaps storing itself in your cells like a battery fully charged. If you are noticing any tightness in your body, send oxygen there. Maybe it's helpful for you right now to do a body scan starting with your toes. And what I invite you to do is just start from your toes and work your way up your body and tense the muscles in your feet and your toes for one inhale, and then on your exhale, relax. And on your next inhale, breathe that oxygen and send it intentionally towards your toes. Imagine that oxygen flowing towards the part of your body you just tensed. And do the same thing, moving up your legs to your leg muscles, inhaling and tensing those muscles, and then relaxing fully, even more fully than you thought you could. Working your way up your body, following that inhale of tenseness and the exhale of relaxation with another inhale, sending oxygen intentionally to that space, filling that space. Imagine yourself as you relax those muscles on the exhale, releasing any tension, any negativity, any constrictions in that part of your body, so that part of your body can receive even more oxygen, even more energy, even more light. Work your way all the way up to your shoulders, your neck, even your face. Noticing where you're holding tension and giving yourself permission to release that tension now. Knowing that your best running comes in that space of inspired, activated, relaxed flow, finding the ease in your body even when you do challenging things. And now that your body is prepared, I invite you to turn your inward gaze towards your mind and your heart. Why do you run? What is your why? What do you believe about yourself? No negative thoughts here. Be the best running partner and coach to yourself that you can be right now, and remind yourself of all the good, strong things about you, of all that you're capable of. Remind yourself of the work that you've put in, of the resilience you know you have, of your fierceness, your commitment to your why, that powerful joy that carries you through. Remind yourself that you are loved and supported by a running community, and that you are worthy of this love. That is who you are. Now I invite you to think about who believes in you. Whose voice will you remember in your race, or as you prepare for your race, that tells you you can do this? So you have your hand on your heart. Imagine that person's words being that comforting hand on your heart. What will you tell yourself during your race? What are your mantras? What are your cues for performance? Practice those now. Maybe you need to try a few before one feels like it fits. And that's okay. We can workshop different phrases, and you can keep doing that throughout the week, and one will fit, one will emerge, and you'll know that that's your mantra. It'll come to you when you need it. And now let's turn our attention, now that we have those resources, those mental resources for resilience and focus, let's turn our attention to the race. We know that our body and sometimes our mind experience races and challenging runs as stressors. It doesn't mean that they're inherently stressful in a way that's traumatizing or bad. It just means that our systems are required to focus, to activate. And this can, we can experience this as eustress, eustress, or good stress, the kind that leads to growth, joy, celebration, enthusiasm. But our bodies don't know the difference between our excitement and our nervousness or anxiety. Our bodies respond the same to both feelings. And what ends up happening is our bodies send a larger blood supply to our brain to try to calm those nerves into other parts of our system that are activated by nerves and excitement that are not necessarily the parts of our bodies that we need to be blood rich and oxygen rich to run our best race. And so the best mental state and feeling for running performance is actually confidence. Calmness, confidence, resilience, joy, focusedness. And the way that we get there is when we experience a stressor, we match that stressor with a resource. All of the mental cues, the mental tools that you just named, your mantras, your running why, your core beliefs about yourself as a good runner, knowing the people who believe in you and imagining their voices, all of those are your resources to match when a stressor or a challenge arises in the race. Bring those resources into that present space. And we're going to start imagining the hours leading up to the race and then through the race. Our bodies also don't know the difference, and our minds don't even know really the difference between what we imagine and what we're actually experiencing in the present. And so that's why our bodies can activate around memories, because they believe that we are experiencing those things currently. So what we're going to do now is we're going to imagine ourselves through the race, and our bodies are going to feel themselves experiencing those things as though it's race day. Your muscles will be primed, you'll develop that memory, and you will know what to do on race day by practicing it now. So I invite you to imagine yourself waking up to your alarm on race day. It doesn't matter if you slept well or you slept poorly. A lot of us sleep poorly the night before. That is normal, and you'll be fine. But imagine yourself waking up ready. If you slept fitfully or 2 hours, the alarm goes off and you feel ready. If you slept soundly, the alarm goes off, you are waking up right now and you are ready. You feel ready. And now you're eating your breakfast or drinking your coffee. And I invite you to imagine the water, the coffee, the breakfast making their way into your system and becoming fuel, energy. Visualize yourself putting on your race kit for race day, pinning your bib onto your shirt. Notice the way that the fabric feels against your skin. The way your hydration pack or your belt sits just perfectly on your body. Your shoes are tied snugly but fit comfortably, and you can feel the cushion and the responsiveness of the midfoot or the midsole, the midsole. And now you're driving or taking a shuttle to the starting line. And you're thinking about your goals. Maybe you have 3 goals. Maybe one of them is an intention that's measurable. One of them is about what you want to feel. What do you want this race to give to you that you will feel? And the third goal is maybe a way you want to show up at this race, a way you want to be at this race, the kind of runner you want to be. As you're driving to that starting line, imagine yourself going through your goals, confident, prepared to celebrate. And now you're going through your warm-up, and you just feel good. Your hips are mobile, and your legs feel snappy. Your shoulders are loose. Every part of your body feels ready to do what it knows how to do, which is run this race. You feel ease. You feel energy. You feel flow, and you are ready. The race starts, and you set off at exactly the pace that you intended to keep, and it feels sustainable. You can imagine yourself halfway through this race, the end of the race, feeling just this good, having energy in the tank, ready to pick up the pace later on in the race if you want to or need to. This is sustainable. You feel flow. Imagine yourself encouraging other runners and receiving encouragement back. Imagine the presence of your biggest supporters, the people you run for, the ones who encourage you. And they are so proud of you. They're amazed by you. They are cheering you on. They are running with you. And now you've hit a bit of a challenge. Maybe there's a headwind. Maybe there's a steep hill. Imagine yourself slicing through that headwind like a knife through butter, or like a sailboat cruising along an ocean. Imagine greeting that hill with confidence and strength and welcome, giving an even effort up it, telling yourself this is what muscles feel like. And then powering up and over that hill and finding that cruise on the downhill. You just did the hill. And as maybe you take a sip of water or a sports drink, or you take a goo or some other nutrition source, once again, you're imagining the coolness of that liquid and the electrolytes, the energy from that fueling, filling your cells, and you feel supercharged. You feel that extra boost, and you are ready to go. What does your skin feel? How does the wind feel on your skin? What does the sunlight feel like? What do you see or smell? What do you hear? Do you hear the crash of waves? Do you hear cheering crowds? Who will you think about? What will you tell yourself? Practice your mantras now. And what if a part of your body starts to hurt? Maybe your knee starts to ache. How will you respond now? You know what to do. Imagine that part of the body, if you've experienced some tightness or, an injury, imagine that part of the body awakening right now at this point in your race and giving you a little nudge. And right now, Take a deep breath and send that healing oxygen to that part of your body. Release tension in that part of the body. Notice what you're feeling and release. I invite you to do a body scan and notice the freshness that the rest of your body feels. And how that freshness can resource you to carry you through the race. Breathe oxygen into those surrounding muscles, giving them permission not to tense up, but to stay supple, responsive. Know that you are okay. And now you're nearing the finish line. What do you see? What will your body do? How will it respond? Will it speed up and try to catch somebody? Will it join hands with the person next to you? Will you keep your eyes just fixed on that finish line? What do you hear? Imagine the crowds calling your name. What do you see on the numbers on your watch? Can you smell the ocean? Can you smell fresh pine trees? Maybe you smell food. Do you feel your heart pumping a little faster? You feel the excitement growing. It's okay to be excited now. And now you're crossing the finish line. You've achieved your goals. What do you feel? What do people say to you? How will you respond? What have you learned? Who will you call and what will you tell them? What will you tell yourself? What kind of runner were you in this race? Take a deep breath, inhale, and breathe all of that goodness in. This whole ideal race that you've imagined, breathe it in now. Feel it become who you are. And on your exhale that same intention to everyone around you who will be entering this race. On your next inhale, imagine your intentions filling every part of you again. So there's no space for anything else. And exhale again, sending light to those around you. And we'll close now with the final mantra or meditation. If you want to follow me into it, you can. I invite you to turn back to your why. Imagine the power and the light of your why filling every cell, energizing every space, and radiating to others. Maybe it starts as a glow in your heart. Imagine it like a little flame. And with every inhale, that oxygen fans that flame. And your light grows. What color is your why? Can you assign it a color, imagine a color for it? Imagine it filling every part of you. You becoming your why becoming you. It impacting others, radiating to others, lighting them up too. And now as you breathe, I invite you to follow me into this meditation. I am resilient. I can do hard things. My community surrounds me. My why guides me. And come what may, I know what to do. I am resilient. I can do hard things. My community surrounds me. My why guides me. And come what may, I know what to do. I am resilient. I can do hard things. My community surrounds me. My why guides me. And come what may, I know what to do. Friends, you are capable. You are strong. You're an amazing runner. You can do this. Run joyful, run fierce, my friends, and go play.